to my 14th year as president of Richard Bland.
Richard Bland College is really at a high mark.
Our goal is to
Higher education is changing rapidly.
This is a revolutionary time in higher education.
Welcome to On Air RBC. We welcome back Dr. Debbie L. Saido, president of Richard Bland College. President Saido, thanks for joining us again on part 4 of Conversations with the President. Let's get right into it, shaping the future together at RBC. What steps are being taken by the school to ensure students feel supported both academically and personally during their time here?
Richard Bland College has been focused, especially over the last decade, on ensuring that students have a personalized, customized experience. And what that means in practice is that we've worked really hard to build revenue, most specifically through grants and a new Office on Research and Innovation that is bringing money to allow students to be engaged in internships, in experiential learning. For example, the alternative spring break. Students are working with faculty to discover a number of biological concepts and theories, but also tagging fish and actually getting their hands in the learning experience. And so bringing resources that allow students to work, to be paid, to learn things outside the classroom has been critical to our strategic plan. We also have taken the bold move of assigning learner mentors to every single student. That means that the student has an advocate. They have someone who's looking out for them, their well-being, helping to arrange tutoring if they need that, helping to ensure that they know what their options are when they're ready to transfer or look at an internship experience. Again, it's that guide, it's that Sherpa, if you will, for every student. And we're really proud of the fact that at Richard Bland, students are first. Students are only. It's what we're all about. It's what we're all committed to. The success of students is really Richard Bland's mission.
There's also student government.
There is student government. Student assembly is really just knocking it out of the park in recent years, giving students the opportunity to lead, to serve as president, to go through an election process, to identify what their priorities are, to work with their constituents, other students, to identify projects and ways to improve the college, and to help leave a legacy for the next generation of students. I'm very proud of student government and the way that they are taking ownership for helping the college to improve, helping the college to thrive, helping the college to really honor its commitment to student success.
And how does the college plan to improve student engagement and campus life in the coming years?
So we envision a sports park that is going to require some private money to build, but the sports park is not only going to give our athletes, our 200 student athletes, the opportunity to play on a turf baseball field, a turf soccer field. These are all new for the college, but it also will have a walking park so that students who simply want to get more exercise, who want to be outdoors, who want to experience these facilities, including a fitness court, which is part of a national initiative that allows students to take their cell phone, download a program on the spot, and have this really interactive experience out on what is essentially a modified tennis court, right? And to just be about wellness, holistic wellness as part of their college experience.
And then athletics, always growing.
Always growing, 200 athletes now. The college has, in its short time back in intercollegiate athletics, Statesman athletes have secured 2 national championships, scads of regional championships, and one of our newest sports, esports, is just thriving. I think very few of us could have anticipated that it would grow as quickly as it has. And our new track and field program is just taking off as well. We expect to have 40 athletes just in that one sport in the year ahead. So from physical plant, from the sports park, again, that is envisioned to open in about 4 years. We are continuously adapting to enable students to have the kinds of facilities they need in order to be successful. I also would mention online learning. Online access for programs, it's incredibly important, especially to students who have busy lives. Many of our students work. Some of our students are commuter. They don't want to make the trip to campus. For our dual enrollment students who are all over the state, having the option of an online course or a full online program makes all the difference. So it's not just the physical campus, but also the online campus that we're committed to continuing to build over the coming decade.
And maybe you could speak a little bit about the opportunities RBC offers for students to get involved in research internships and other hands-on types of experiences to help prepare them for future careers.
So I mentioned the Office of Research and Innovation. We added that office about 3 years ago, and the very dynamic, energetic, incredibly, what should I call her, assertive leader that we have in that role, Dr. Kimberly Boyd, has really focused on bringing in funds through federal agencies, through foundations, that directly contribute to the kinds of hands-on research, travel experiences, internships, summer camps, just a wide range of resources to give students options to explore, to learn, very often with faculty members guiding that experience. So whether it's travel, whether it's alternative spring break, whether it's a trip to inside the country to Johns Hopkins or, Dartmouth or one of the universities being considered by a student, that office has really resourced and helped us to build out a program that means no student is deprived of having the opportunity to learn outside the classroom in a really robust and rich way that complements what they're learning inside the classroom.
And can you share any initiatives or changes that will directly benefit students in terms of financial aid, scholarships, affordability?
Absolutely. So one, we maintain costs. I always want to say that we have as a core value keeping tuition affordable, keeping Richard Bland accessible. But our foundation, which is a nonprofit organization, also has built an endowment that allows us to award about $300,000 annually in student scholarships. Many of our students graduate debt-free because of that opportunity. We also have, again, through the Office of Research and Innovation, we have scholarships that are available to students who want to go into any number of fields, healthcare, drone technology. So we are building out multiple resources for students. And of course, Pell and those other traditional financial aid options are made available through our financial aid office, which I would argue is one of the best in the state, if not the country.
We posed a question to a student. We said to them, we're going to talk to the president. What would you like to ask the president? And one of the things that they came up with was, how can I get more involved in shaping the future direction of RBC? And what role can they play as a student in the college's decision-making process?
That's a great question. And I would say that students shape the future of the college through student assembly. We've talked about the role that they play as a governing body in that way. I believe that students are contributing in so many ways through their engagement in leadership roles that extend beyond student assembly. So you have student leaders in athletics. You have student leaders who work with the board of visitors. You have student leaders across campus in different roles, and that's one of the beauties of Richard Bland College, that we're small enough. Students have so many opportunities to assume leadership roles. The other thing I would add is that we are also small enough that students make their opinions known. They ask for meetings with the president, with the vice president, with faculty members, and they most often are not shy about expressing their thoughts and their interests. And I think that's one of the great things about Richard Bland College, that we help students build the confidence to be self-advocates, to have self-agency. And that's really important, that a student who comes in very shy can leave here perfectly capable of making their case known to whomever they need to appeal to. And I just think that's remarkable.
I'm going into my 14th year as president of Richard Bland. Richard Bland College is really at a high mark. Our goal is to recruit. Higher education is changing rapidly. This is a revolutionary time in higher education. Many from the region, a 50-mile radius, we could not be more different.